we go. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Baking with Sharon. So glad you all are here with us. And I'm asking as you join us on this evening, if you will share and let your family and friends know that we are on live. And I also have two wonderful special guests with me on this evening. We have Miss Nichole. Hi. Welcome, Nichole. And we have her lovely husband, Anthony. These are my cousins. Yay! So glad you all are with us on this evening. So I'm going to actually find the Facebook Live so I can see who's logging on here. And sometimes I can do it right away, and sometimes it's like, where am I? Let's see. And there we are. Okay. All right, so this evening is going to be an exciting show. Someone is going to win 2 tickets to the movie. These tickets are for the Regal Theater, and you can use it for any movie. Now, I will let you know on some of the movies there may be like a $2 upcharge, but other than that, it's a free movie. So thanks again for joining us on this evening. And tonight, for the person who's going to win the 2 movie tickets, at some point during our session on tonight, we are going to give a recipe for a wonderful marriage. This information was submitted by these wonderful married. How long y'all been married?
21 years.
21 years. So I think they can give us some advice on a good recipe for marriage. Don't y'all agree? So we're going to give the recipe that they gave us at some point during the session tonight. And I will give you a little hint. There are 8 elements to this recipe. You will need to list at least 5 of those elements in order to win. And the first person who lists 5 elements will win the 2 free movie tickets. Okay? All right, so tonight we are going to be baking some buttermilk biscuits. And I will tell you all the God honest truth. The first time I baked biscuits was a long time ago. I was still living in my mama's house. I was a child. I wanted to bake some biscuits. I would always see my mom in the kitchen and my dad in the kitchen. And I wanted to bake some homemade biscuits. I did, but they were not edible. They were like hot as a rock. I could throw it at my brothers and hurt them. So, but I didn't let that stop me. I kept trying, and I think I do okay now with the biscuits. So we're going to bake some buttermilk biscuits, and we're going to have some wonderful chocolate-covered bacon. And I have never tried chocolate-covered bacon before, so we're going to give that a try. And we're going to revisit the salted caramel. And also, we're going to have our wonderful drink on tonight. Yes. And I asked Nichole if she would come back on the show, because last week we had a lot of technical difficulties and only 22 minutes of the show recorded. But I wanted to give her, I don't want to say a second chance. I want her to be seen. But, you know, I sort of thought about, you know, God give us second chances all the time. Yes. So I'm going to, you know, I want her to come back for a second chance on the show. So, y'all ready to get started?
I'm excited.
Sharon,
okay.
I got one thing to say, too.
Okay, go ahead.
Hey, pay attention, because I'm here to tell you, it's a movie out called Aquaman, and those 2 tickets, hey, it's awesome. It's awesome.
Good?
Oh, it's good. It's good.
Okay.
I had the privilege of going with my son today, so he treated me. I'm like, he treated me out, and we went and ate and stuff like that.
Okay.
I feel like $1 million. All
right. It is, especially when a child treats a parent.
Yes.
So, yes. And maybe I have to go see that movie as well.
Oh, it's good.
Okay.
It's totally good.
Okay. All right. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to start with let me get the butter, because you need butter, right, to make some biscuits.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Buttermilk biscuits.
So what I did with the butter, you really want cold butter when you are working with biscuits, and you need to chop the butter up really small. So I took to the cheese grater, or the cheese grater, whatever kind of grater you want to call it, And I grated the butter, then I put the butter in the freezer so it would be extremely cold. So we have some nicely crunched bacon that's going to just fall into pieces whenever we put it into the bowl. So you always want your butter to be in small pieces whenever you're making buttermilk biscuits. All right, so we're going to set that aside for now. So let's go ahead and we're going to sift our flour. And Nichole, I'll let you do that. If you can just come around this way. And I'll check to see who's logging in here.
That's a nice sifter, I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, well, it's actually a colander that I use as a sifter.
Okay. It works good.
Yes, it
I'm here to
works
tell
very
you.
well.
It works good.
Right, improvise.
So we're going to work as a little team here.
Yeah, this is Team Andrews.
You know it.
Mhm. They love to bake as well.
Yes,
Mhm.
we do.
All right. So we are sifting our flour, and you always want to sift your flour. That'll prevent the lumps from forming in your dough or whatever, or your batter, whatever you're making. So we're going to sift our flour. Then after we sift our flour, now this flour that